Hey there, StarCraft fans, Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today for your Saturday, it's going to be Ruin versus a Rush here on Eclipse. Now, I love Eclipse. Unequivocally, I love it so much. It is a great map. Two-player map. We've got jungle tile set, Badlands tile set down here, and we have space tile set up here. And I did watch a cast from Artosis saying he is very, very tired of this map, but I am not tired of it. It is so great. Incredible games on this map. And he said he was tired of Polypoid as well, which I kind of am, right? So I agree with him on that. But let's see what Eclipse is going to have in store for us here today. It is a DEF CON 1 replay from RJB. So buckle in, get your popcorn, get your snacks. It's going to be a good one. So two-player map means you can do aggression. You can defend. You can tech up behind a wall. You can do whatever you want here because you know where the other player is. You can scout them. You can react to what they're doing. On four-player maps, kind of hard to do that. On three-player maps, kind of hard to do that, right? So probe moving out. And are we going to cannon rush? No, we're not going to cannon rush a Terran player as good as Rush is. Are we, Ruin? I don't think so. Again, Rush is favored in this match, but that doesn't mean he's going to win. I just cast a game between, who was it? Was it Brory? Brory versus Rain? Yeah, it was a PvZ, Brory versus Rain. Incredible match on the live stream. Just yesterday, actually. Oh, gas block. Okay, that makes you worried about proxies, doesn't it? Gets you thinking about it. It's not what it is, though, because the pylon's back home. But, yeah, Brory and Rain. And Brory just played a really good game. Like, really fantastic. He got away with kind of a ninja third base. Wasn't scouted by Rain as this Pro Paras comes in here, and he's able to win the match. So, can't argue with that, can you? Somebody as, you know, well-known as Rain going down to somebody as lesser known as Brory. Kind of crazy to think about. So we're going to build the barracks really close to home because he's expecting a Zealot at any time. Oh my gosh, it's a Nexus first on a two-player map. Okay, all right. Ruin? Yeah, Ruin's like, I got to do something. Rush is way better than I am. I have to take a risk, just like Brory did. I have to do something crazy that I might just lose the game if I try, but he's doing it. Nexus first, gas block. Rush is like, oh no. Quick, everybody, build stuff right next to each other. Make Marines. There are Zealots coming anytime now. Quick, kill the assimilator. We need that gas. We need vultures if we're going to deal with the Zealots that are coming. And then it's not. It's not that at all. It's a forge. Finally, the SCV's over here, and he's like, wait a second. There's no panic at all. This is a Nexus first, you insane person. Quick. I'm making Marines anyway. Send them across the map. Let's see what we can do. Is he going to pull some SCVs is the question. The thing is, a cannon is really powerful right here. We've got to do it. Yeah, cannon coming up. Marine coming across the map. He wishes he was faster, but he doesn't have stim. He is power walking as fast as his little legs can get him over there. He's in power armor, man. Although, in Warhammer, Space Marines in power armor can run real fast. So, I don't know. I guess that's what the stim is for, right? So, probes are like, no. This cannon's coming up. And when this cannon comes up, you're done. One probe dies. Rush with... No. Loses the SCV and the Marine. This Marine can't do anything about the cannon. He can't even get a run by here, really. No, he knows that, right? He knows that. The probes are going to block him. Yep, okay. Oh, and they keep him here to kill him, too. Ruin! Let's go! Ruin getting away with a Nexus first. Quick, expand as fast as we can. We can't go CC first, but we can go Rax, expand, and then gas. Thank you very much, which he did. That is definitely an expand before gas. And cool. Ruin. Gas block. I love it. This should be more popular, honestly. Gas block. Into Nexus first. Into Forge. Into Cannon. And that way, all these shenanigans of, oh, I brought a couple Marines and some SCVs over. You're going to die now. Nope. Not with a cannon up. That's awesome. This is such a cool build out of Ruin. Are we going to see more of this? I feel like we should see more of this in the future. This is awesome. Cybernetics core coming in. Right? 2 bases before the Terran has his second. This is all lining up very nicely for Ruin, doing what he wants to do. Worker count is 26. Just going to go up from there. And making 2 SCVs at a time, though, is Rush. Do not mess with Rush. He's got second place finishes in ASL. He's a very strong player. He's extremely scary. You do not want to mess around with him, but if you have to take a risk to beat him, maybe take a risk to beat him. And that's what Ruin has done here. So, Ruin, going to get a third anytime soon. You can do it here in this fog of war. You could get a third base over here. That'd be kind of crazy, but you could. You get a third down this way, all the way down here. There's a base. We know Eclipse. Again, we know it very well. It's an older map they brought back into the map pool. So that's part of the reason that Artosis is like, man, So tired of this map, but I like it. I don't know. I just feel like I've never cast a game on Eclipse where I was like, well, that was just kind of run-of-the-mill. It's always something weird. And I don't know what it is about the map that does it that way. I mean, part of it is that this base matters so much, right? You get into a macro game, there's an odd number of bases on the map, and this is one that's huge. Dude, there's double gas up here. No. On this version of Eclipse, there's double gas up here? Okay. All right. I don't know if I've seen a game on this map yet, on this version of it, regardless. Cool. Some of you guys are like, dude, Falcon, come on. Really? You haven't seen the double gas up there? Maybe I have. Maybe I have and just didn't notice it. But dude, it's even better than it was before. Having this base and splitting the map in half and then taking this one was massive in early Eclipse when it didn't have the double gas, and now it does. Cool. We're going to move on, and guess what? More gates are coming in. Cool, cool. Gate. Robo Facility, which allows you to play defensively and offensively. I did cast a game also yesterday with a DT Proxy Rush. So powerful against speed on Dominion. Dude, Protoss are doing crazy things here for Falcon recently. I kind of like it a lot. Siege mode is on the way. Love a good siege mode. Because, you know, is there a build? I guess there's a build you could do where you just go 3 racks, get stim, get medics, try to kill the Protoss before they get Reavers or Storm out, right? We've seen games like that before. So yes, there are games where you don't get siege mode because you don't get tanks. And I guess there are some builds too where you just go for a bunch of vultures. By the way, we're scanning. Doesn't see anything untoward going on. No sign of DT tech at least. But you just show up with a bunch of unsieged siege tanks and marines and vultures and just try to kill the Protoss that way. That can be pretty strong too. But as far as most of the time, you want the siege mode. So yeah, third basin up here. Trying to never get supply blocked. Always fantastic. And there are 5 factories. So this could be a 5 factory 2 base all-in. Out of Rush on the follow-up. I would not say no to that, but it seems like he's sneaking an SCV up here to go for a third base. So no, it's not a 5 factory all-in. This is 4 factories anyway because Falcon doesn't know how to count. But I got there. I got there in the end. So 4 factories, bit of a push out, maybe a bit earlier. A bit earlier than Rune would expect, right? He's like, these guys are bait. Chase the vultures all the way down here. Quick, leave your third base almost undefended. He needs these Dragoons to get up here. Does he see it? He's heading this way. Wow, he's heading this way like he knows. No, he doesn't. Oh, he catches. Okay, it's like, that's it. That's the vulture. Oh, the siege tank shot from off screen is brutal. Oh, goodness. Spider mines getting laid. Observers clearing them out, but delaying. This is an incredible push out of Rush. 2, 3 siege tanks on the ramp. Cannot allow this to be here. Ruin's got to get in there, and he does. He charges in, gets right on top of the tanks. It's a small number of tanks. You can kind of do this. Friendly Fire Splash is doing what it does best with the siege tank here, too. Clears it out, but dude, 2 vultures get inside the third base. The probes have to run. Dude, if you respond, then the spider mines kill you. Dude, they're just chasing and chasing and chasing and chasing, killing as many probes as they can. Every tank dies. That's a 2-kill Dragoon. I want to choose to say those are 2 tank kills on that goon. Very brave, and like I said, third base behind it here for Rush. Now, is he getting a starport? Yes, he's getting a starport after the 4 factories. Does he want to go for science vessels with a quick EMP? Not something you usually see. He scans out, sees the Reaver shenanigans. Engineering base for turrets. We obviously see that happening. And just clearing spider mines as much as he can here. Is Rune Rush throwing them down as fast as he can. So click that like button, folks. Tap it. If you're enjoying the cast here today, Falcon is here 6 times a week with new StarCraft content. Sometimes he posts a whole game like this and has a live stream. Wow. Multiple StarCraft Overlord for you StarCraft fans. How fun is that? I think it's really fun. Charon Boost is on the way. Fancy pants. We've got a +1 attack for the gateway units. The mech units have a +1 already. Thank you very much. They are outpacing on those upgrades for sure. Kind of setting up for a 4th base up along this way. He knows that Terran's getting a 3rd base. There would have been more stuff in that attack if he wasn't getting a 3rd base. If it was just a 5 factory all-in, now getting the 5th factory. So there you go. 4th Nexus, fairly blind. I guess he has an obs right here, though. He generally has an idea of what's going on. down here in, there you go, Terran land. Yeah, see the odds. Hard to make out. Intentionally so. It's good design, too. Reaver into the third base. No. Reaver into the main base. Also, ow, ow, little dicey. Quick, kill the turret, the natural enemy of the caterpillar. Do it. Yes. Now we can evac. Oh, crap. He just lost it. He just lost the shuttle. Reaver gets 3 kills and dies. Nah. Good hold. Rush, good hold. Rush is doing fine, folks. Yes, he got Nexus firsted, but he held the Reaver stuff. He did force a lot of lost mining time at the third base of Ruin and got some probe kills up there, too. So it is 75 probes at 10 minutes, partially thanks to this Nexus first. Let's get that straight. That's definitely part of what's going on here. Zealot legs are in production. Fourth base, warping in, cannon, warping in with the same sound a Nexus does when it warps in. Sometimes I just get a little nostalgic, you know? It takes me back to the days when I was first playing StarCraft, back when it came out, day it released, we were at Target buying a copy. And just the concept of, oh wow, the Protoss are so cool. They warp their buildings in from other planets using high technology. Wow! Like, how often do we think about that today? How often do we think about that these are coming from Ire or whatever? Whatever timeline we're in right now. So cool, right? So this base is getting double pylons. Ooh, there's a probe up here, but the vultures are distracted by the pylons. They're shiny. And then the counterattack. Wow, Ruin's like, I'm at 186 supply. They're probably just going to catch up if I keep letting you do this. I'm going to Reaver in. Bam, tank dead. Bam, tank dead. Getting focused here. Zealots on the back line. Come on, guys, I need you in the front. If you can do it. And, oh, getting up the ramp at the third base, taking a tank down. Helping kill that tank, too. Dude, the third base is in so much trouble, and reinforcements can't even get up here because the Dragoons are covering the position. Okay, is Rush just dead? Look at this. Oh my gosh. Ruin's expanding top left and pushing deep into everything that Rush is trying to do. Another tank is going to die. No, he's going to save that one with the vultures. But these SCVs should be totally dead. This Reaver should be firing on these SCVs. Why is he not doing it? Pick it, like, help him. He brings them back to deal with the incoming defense here. Okay, Reaver, yes. No, get the SCVs. Get the SCVs. Yes. Get him again. High ground him. Yeah, okay. Oh, see, tank shot takes out the Reaver. A little bit sloppy there. Should have unloaded the Zealot first. Right? Unload the Zealot first, man. Now these Dragoons are going to try to take down the command center, but they don't have nearly enough. They don't have nearly enough time to kill that command center with the repair as well. Awesome. So, 78 to 63 workers. I'll let you guys use ahead after all of that. Look, guess who has a fifth base at the top left with double gas? 3,000 gas in these geysers. Nothing insane. And he's expanding down here. Rush finds it. Hang on. These guys have +2 attack. They can deal with cannons. They can deal with warping in cannons a lot better now. That +2 is nice. Extra 4 damage per shot adds up when you attack as quickly as vultures do, and he shuts this down. Okay. Rush was in all of the trouble, but Rush appears now to be clawing his way back into it by shutting this base down, reestablishing his third, maybe getting a fourth. There's not a lot of places for him to go from fourth base. Let's be real here. Ugh. Again, spider mines are so frustrating to deal with, especially if you're coming from low ground to high ground, because missed shots are so frustrating. Kadaran Amulet on the way. We've used a lot of Reavers and Zealots and Dragoons. Let's use some High Templar now. Thank you very much. As they hover there, looking so very, very cool. So Rush can't feel bad about being on 3 bases, right? Can you? I don't think he can feel bad. He's working on his upgrades. He's working on +3. He's getting that +2 armor as well. Nice spider mine connection. And if he can just move out with enough to cover all his bases and not get counterattacked and killed. If he can get out here Maybe threaten this base, maybe threaten this base, one of the two things, and maybe take a new base of his own here. So ideally, right, you come up this way, you kill this base while expanding to this base, because that way you can kind of do two things at the same time. These vultures are just fighting dragoons right now. That +2 makes them so bold. They will not do this with +0 or +1 generally, but when they have the +2, suddenly they're like, I don't know, dragoons, I don't think you're as scary anymore, guys. Or as the vulture bike pilots would say, yeah, you're not scary no more. Something like that. Gosh, Ruin's taking this base. Rush, no. Rush, fight. Fight against the dying light. You must do it. Okay, 4th base, great. But Ruin's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's getting a 6th and a 7th base. Here comes the Protoss. He's storming everything. This is a big ball of purple and says, storm. There, there, there. He's pointing. You can't see him, but he is pointing. That's a lot of zealots, so there's not anywhere to back up to. But hold on, the vulture count may be enough to handle this. And again, the +2. These guys only have the +1 armor and no shields, so vultures are going to hit them really hard with that +2 and +3 when that comes in too. So if Rush can make a comeback here, it's going to be one of the most impressive Terran games in the history of all time. He's better than Ruin. That's part of it, is sometimes a lesser player can get really ahead on a player that's way better than they are. And then the player that's way better than they are goes, okay, that was fun. But guess what we're going to do now? Kill all your bases. How's that sound? Great, great. So like I said, kill this, expand here. You know the drill. Zealots. Trying to make sure the low ground tanks are dead at the very least. High ground tank numbers not nearly as much. And he does. He saves the base, but this is going to keep coming. This is TVP. We've seen, well, TVZ does this as well. Terran Lyco and Mech on this map. Because you can kind of just set up here, put tanks low ground, and then fire away on that Nexus willy-nilly. And the vultures are here to handle the zealots now. Psystorm is great. High Templar getting sniped. I don't know if he can hold on to this base. And that's the point of having 7 bases, is if you lose one, maybe you're okay. The problem is, if Rush takes this from him and takes his own base, then suddenly things are going to get all sorts of derpy-werpy. I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah, man. Rush wipes out this base, takes it. Suddenly he is a 5-basing Terran with double gas up here. Against a 5-basing... Okay, 6-basing Protoss, right? 6-basing Protoss. So still not even base count. Dropping Zealots on High Templar, getting the SCDs while you're busy with the Zealots is always a good move. High Templar gets in there, gets some kills. 64 SCVs, 74 probes here at 18 minutes. It's a barn burner here. At almost 20 minutes in this game, this has been a good one. Good one so far. Well, about even supply here. Rush has done his job. He's taken this base away from the toss. He's going to expand here. He has kept macroing. He's been cost efficient with his trades, and there he's at a position where he is within spitting distance in supply of the Protoss, and that's exactly where you want to be. You can be there, great. Lifting the command center over. I mean, okay, he's going to try. I'm just not sure how this is going to work out for him. He tries to drop in, but I mean, the Goliath count is enough that the shuttles all die. They don't really do much there, and got to retreat in shame there a bit, Ruin. Now he's down. in overall supply, 196 to 167. So, yeah, Rush is doing great. Rush had a pretty bad opening. He got Nexus firsted. He got out-expanded like crazy. He got his third base almost taken away from him, but he was able to hold it, reestablish it, right? Delay this base a little bit, take this away, and now he's fine. He's doing great. This might be a position. There you go. Woo, Fleet Beacon and Arbiter play. I don't know that I've seen Arbiter and Fleet Beacon on the same map before, but he's making Arbiters. It's not like he made an Arbiter Tribunal and then decided not to use it. He has Arbiters in production, getting stasis too. Yeah, he can hold against this all day. This is not a problem for him. But if the carriers show up and he's not ready for it, he scans it. Okay. Good scan. 3 Stargate, Fleet Beacon, Arbiters. Cool. So he knows. He knows exactly what he's dealing with. He's ready for it. Oh my gosh, these High Templar getting stormed before they can get a storm off. Getting stormed. Getting sniped. Actually, not as good as I thought that was going to be there. The Dragoons did a good job coming back and protecting those High Templar. But Terran's just hanging out on his side of the map doing great. Unfortunately for him, carrier stuff is happening. Carrier capacity on the way. Second Cyber Core. Air weapons on the way here too. Where is his Arbiter? He made one, yeah? Did he cancel it? Probes transferring down south. Rush on the move out. Says I can pretty much, yeah, I'm fine over here. I don't have to worry about attacks coming at me from that angle. So we're going to head down south. Recalls on the way. We haven't seen recalls and carriers on the channel in a long time. Because, you know, you can recall carriers. It's pretty good, but we just never see it because it's so much gas to do both. And actually, Ruin says, oh, you thought you had enough to get down here. Nope. Definitely not. Let's wipe all of that out and take the supply lead. Well, sort of taking the supply lead, but not really as well. Where is... He's getting stasis and recall. He must have an Arbiter somewhere. Falcon blindness is a real problem that affects upwards of 1 guy every year. There he is. Okay. So he already has +1 attack. He's getting +2 attack now, which with the carriers and +2 is real scary. I don't know what Russia's going to do here. He's not really acting like he needs to get out there and actually kill this guy soon because carriers are coming. He's not acting like that. He's acting like he has all the time in the world for 6 carriers to be made and +2 attack to come on those carriers, and then suddenly that's kind of the critical mass. And that's all the Protoss needs, and then you're a sad panda. So he's not overextending up here. He's just kind of going after the gas. Going after the gas income of somebody trying to go carriers is pretty effective. They hate that. Anytime you're doing something that's really gas intensive and you're losing geysers, you just kind of want to punch your monitor at that point, you know? So he says, well, nothing really messed with me here, so... Man, he just let that cannon kill that tank. He could have killed it if he targeted it, but he didn't for some reason. So +2 coming in. We talked about it. Really don't know what that storm was at all. What the heck was that supposed to be? Why would you just storm for no reason? Maybe there was something there that I missed? And there's a little bit of Goliath wandering into death over here. Maybe don't go. Sure. Oh, that guy walked all the way around. Kill the High Templar. He's a higher priority target, and you can actually kill him. There you go. This is a weird game all of a sudden. Both players are maxed out. What is Rush doing? He's not in a rush, that's for sure. Just letting this carrier count increase. There's 3 of them. He's going to have 4 and 5. Might sacrifice some supply to get that 6th one. He's getting Arbiter energy, too? Replay might be broken, folks. Let's see. We can fix it if we need to, but this is a surprisingly... Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay, definitely. Definitely Baroque. So, rewind. If you can ever see a giant stacked up army of Terran just kind of sitting in front of their natural base, you know something bad has happened. So here we go. Now we're moving out. This is much better. Oh, maybe that's why that storm happened. Because the script said we stormed there because there's something to storm, but the Terran didn't get that part of the script. So there we go. Rush takes this base out. Doesn't kill the assimilator and then leave. No. Okay. Now the High Templar storms there because there are tanks there. Gets 2 storms down. Nope, just the 1. This is a much better situation. And now the carriers are doing something other than sitting inside their base and collecting dust. Good. Here we go. Rush now in a rush. There's that storm again. Oh, that's really funny. I like that a lot. My Templar wanders down and dies. We've got these carriers, just not a lot of them. It's only 3. They don't even have full interceptor complements. But wiping out this base would be a massive, massive win. Arbiter stasising on the ramp? Yeah, that's good. Arbiter stasis on the ramp is always super killer, because then nothing can get up the ramp. But it's providing vision. Oh, that's bad, actually. Stasis something at the top of the ramp. Well, on the ground. Now the Nexus is going to die. Okay. All right. Trying to retake this 12 o'clock base. Ruin. He loses the 6 o'clock or whatever this is. 5 o'clock. The probes are all dead. They could get evacuated inside this shuttle, you know, if you thought about that. But also this base is in a lot of trouble, too. Yeah, it's a fairly Terran-favored map, Eclipse. Just because there are these little fun tank positions you can go and just murder bases without actually having to go inside the base at all. It's really annoying to deal with. Is he just not Goliathing right now? Counterattack top left. Where'd all the tanks and vultures go? I don't know, but spider mines are going to try to thin this out as much as they can. Getting some decent work there. The carriers are murdering everything. Where is your anti-air rush? What are we doing here, man? Gets a stasis on the Goliaths and his own interceptors there, too. Top left base getting ravaged. Gotta lift. Gotta run. This is getting a little bit tight. Rush is on 2 mining bases, kind of. He's mining out of his 3rd very quickly. And it's effectively 1 mining base for Ruin. As well, this one comes back. It's mining out quickly, too. So, carrier ball. Behold, 5 carriers. +2 attack is done. Sure is. Top left base wiped out. Tanks must respond to this problem. Where are the hundreds of Goliaths? He's making 8 of them right now. I like how sometimes I sound like Mayor Quimby. Where are the hundreds of Goliaths? Immediately comes out of stasis. Immediately firing away on the bodies as much as you can here. Science vessel sniped. Carriers falling back. Goliath just attacking interceptors. If you can't get to the body of the carrier, then fine. Attack the interceptors. Wipe those out as much as you can, if you can. Top left reestablished by Rush. That's big. And this 12 o'clock base is in trouble, too. He's just like, I don't care if there are carriers parked up here. I'm going to siege up. I'm going to kill your High Templar and your Nexus. Gonna try anyway, and then send some tanks up here too. Make sure this all dies. He's not even really trying to kill the carriers here. This is a very strange game. He's not. I mean, yes, the Goliaths are keeping him busy, but he's just like, the tanks are in position. I can kill your Nexuses. This one dies like 10 seconds after it was rebuilt. And dude, Rush gets Nexus first, gets carriered, and says, I don't care. There are 8 carriers here. This is a death knell for many Terrans. But that Nexus is dead, and that's it. No mining for Ruin. He's mined out. Building more interceptors when you're mined out is increasingly difficult, as it turns out. Oh, it's a great storm. I'm trying to make sure this shuttle actually makes it out of here. 20 probes remaining. No bases to mine from. Carrier ball, big and scary. But he's running out of minerals. He just built 13 High Templar. He's going to try to carry your storm his way to victory here. Another science vessel dies. The Goliaths are chasing the carriers back into their home. The High Templar are just here to storm this giant ball. Just We're going to die for it. Oh, I think that guy had a storm, but he got killed first. Look at how much... When somebody's making 13 High Templar at a time, and it doesn't really matter. GG! Ruin taps out, and Rush gets the victory in 28 minutes and 12 seconds. What an incredible comeback from our man. That was really, really fun. I mean, we're talking about a great victory there from Rush. Dude got Nexus first. Dude got carriered. It was 8 carriers with +2 attack. That is so scary to deal with. 6 is hard enough. And he said, I don't really care. I'm just going to out-macro this guy. I'm going to kill his bases while losing tanks. I'm going to lose Goliaths. I'm going to do Goliaths as much as I can, but I'm going to keep the carriers away, using the tanks, always on the move, not just sitting there, not being a static lump on a log, right? As some Terrans like to do in the situation, is just kind of sit there, kind of get their bearings, make another round of macro, maybe unsiege, maybe move out a little bit. No, he was fast. Rush was fast. He came down here, he killed this, all the way up here, killing this. He's just like, we're not just going to sit here and wait to die. I'm going to keep pressuring, keep pushing, and you're going to go down, Sir Ruin. And he did. So GG. 257,000 points to 254,000 points. Well done, Rush, getting the victory, even with the carriers, even with the Nexus first, outproducing the Protoss, out-killing the Protoss, out-raising the Protoss, and not getting outspent, or not outspending the Protoss, but getting outspent in turn. All right, GG Rush. And that's going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Yeah.